Okay, hi everybody. My name is Casera Jackson, and I'm the owner and business lady with Casera's Creation with a Custom Twist. There's been some requests for me to show how I do my diva hats. This is one hat that I did, and this is with a half ball. See, as you can see, it's round and it's fitted. I don't have any of these, but next time I go live, I'll try to have some. Let me know if you have a good view of my desk. Trying to adjust this thing here to get it just right so you can see it. So let me know if you can see it or not. Okay, I'll wait a little longer to see if anybody else want to come on. But in the meantime, I'll grab a couple of my other hats just to show you some of the foams that I use to create them. Just a minute. Okay, so I'm back. Okay, so this right here, this is a square green one. I got at Dollar Tree. Most of them I bought them at Dollar Tree. So I used this particular foam right here to create this design for this particular hat. See, you can get it in either white foam or green. And I think this size foam here is 29 inch by 3.9 inch. See, I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay, that's for this shape of hat right here. And come back here, it's running from me and I'm nervous too, so kind of bear with me. This right here is what I use to create this particular hat. Okay, so what we're gonna do, this is for people that want to create divas, 3D hats. This right here is a different kind of foam right here. It's not as thick, and what did I do with it? Well, it's about Bible said be ready. It's this foam right here. These come in 2 packs. So I use this to create this hat. Okay? All right, so let's get started. What you need is one of these foams right here, placemat. You can get these at Dollar Tree, Walmart, any Hobby Lobby store. I do Dollar Tree because they're cheaper there. The diva that I use right here, this is a 11 by 14 diva. And you can put any kind of embellishment on it that you want. For this one, I'll do later because it takes a while. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use cardstock, and this particular color because it's red and it's pretty. And so I cut it out. What you need one of these for the picture and one for a template. So you cut out the hat and stuff, so you just set it aside so you can use it for later. See, you take it and you just place it on there like this. Any color cardstock that you want, any type of embellishment that you want, any kind of glitter that you might want to do her eyelashes. I also put real eyelashes on her too, so it all depends on how much you want to invest in it. Okay, so we're going to get started with the hat. You take this foam right here and you place your placemat. Can you see it? Let me see. Let me know if you can see it. You place your placemat on top. Take rubber bands, like so. A minute it takes to make it tight like you want it so it doesn't slip. Put it on. What I do, I turn it over because I want to get the rubber bands all the way down to the end of this so it'll be flush. So I take my time and you have to use patience with this. I move the rubber bands down. I keep moving it until I get it the way that I want it. All the way down. So it takes time. Take your time to do it. You don't have to be in a hurry because you want to make sure that you get it just right. And sometimes they slip or they break. So you take it and you work it all the way down. And if you need to add another rubber band, do so. Just add another rubber band to make it tight. Okay? It seems like it might be harder than it is. The hardest part is not getting burned by the glue. So this is what I do. I keep moving it. And you can also shape the hat in the style that you want to. If keep moving that down, checking to see if it's down as far as I want it, and it's not. That's why I said, because the opposite of this is to get it down to right close to the edge. So when you glue it, it will hold, okay? So you keep moving it. Just bear with me because I do good doing things just me. Okay, so you keep working it down, working your rubber band down until you get it right close to the edge. It's just about got it. Just about have it where I want it, okay? You can see, just about have it where I want it, right there. What I did was I just took time out and made a lot of them. So when it's time for me to put my divas together, I've already have my hats made, and all I have to do is just glue them on. See how it's taking shape? See how pretty that is? It's taking shape. When I said hats, I think a lot of people thought when I posted them, I was posting hats for humans, but actually for us that do 3D divas, see? So you want to get it right there, close around the edge, right there. Okay. I got it just, and it keeps slipping. The rubber bands will slip, so you have to keep moving them around and kind of holding them too as you go. Okay. So, a little bit more and I have it exactly where I want it. Okay, so now, this glue right here, you use a hot glue gun. And it's really, really hot, so you really want to be careful and not burn yourself. You can also find these finger covers. at Dollar Tree. And so I use them because it get real hot. I burn myself on more than one occasion. So what I do is I take my glue gun like this and I put the glue, take it, go all the way around the edges like so. Take it all the way around the edge. Use a lot of this glue, so be careful with it because like I said, it's hot. And that takes a little time because this hot glue, it dries real fast. So you hold it in place, kind of let it mold. You hold it like this in place until it molds. Now you kind of fan it around a little until it molds, and it takes a while. And sometimes your rubber bands will stick to it. So don't worry about that because once you take the rubber bands off, then you're going to put whatever kind of embellishment you want on there, whether it's ribbon. Let me show you what I use. While this is drying, that part of it. This kind of embellishment you can get at Dollar Tree, different colors, really pretty. Go around the rim of it. Okay. So that's kind of dry right there. And you just go all the way around the edge of it. All the way around the edge. Like that. And you want to make sure you got enough on there to hold it into place. Okay. And you just hold it up to the edge like that. Make sure it's up there to the edge. Where you put your glue so your hat will stay so your hat will stay glued onto that foam. So when you get ready to put it onto your diva, see, you don't have to worry about how much glue you're putting on here. You want to make sure you got enough. You want to make sure you have enough on here to hold it. Make sure it's all the way up to this rim right here. Make sure it's up to the edges. You want it all the way. You want it all the way. See, it got me. You want it all the way up to the edges. Just a little humor here, huh? Okay. And it looks like that. It's going to look like that. So, and again, like I said, I'm going to take it, fan it around, so it'll dry, hold in place. And I'll show you one of my latest that I finished that I put this hat on. Well, one like that. So just make sure you know it dries in place. Like I say, you use a lot of glue, and it also takes a lot of glue to glue it onto the canvas. And while I'm waiting on this to dry, this is the canvas that I use. This canvas right here, this is a 16 by 20 canvas. This is what I use for all of my divas. Right here. And you can buy them at Hobby Lobby, Walmart has them. They come with more than one in a pack. And okay, once you got your hats made, once you learn how to make them, this will be your end result right here. Isn't that pretty? You can put anything you want on there. Any kind of embellishment that you want. This hat right here is made out of the same foam that I'm using here. See how pretty she is? See? She's really, really pretty. You can put on her anything that you want. Okay? Okay, so now, see, make sure it's stuck. Now that I have it done, what I will do next is hold it down, find the position that I want this hat to, how I want it to look. You can twist it and turn it. Do anything you want to with it. I need to take these off first. So, I want to get this particular look. So what I do is, I take my hot gun right here, and I'll put silver there. And it doesn't matter because you're really going to cover that up anyway. You're going to cover that up with something. So I hold it until it dries. And it takes a minute for it to dry. So, like I said, with creating things, you have to really have patience. Let me put something on here so it don't get on my mat. You really have to have some kind of, you have to have patience with it. If this is what you like to do, this would be a simple way and an easy way to make different hats for your pretty little diva ladies that you make. And you sell. See? So you hold that until it dries, and it takes a minute, like I said. But you just twist and turn your hat to come up with whatever kind of design that you want. You can either tack it down with needle and thread in place, or you can use the glue gun. One diva told me that she uses a needle and thread to do hers, which is pretty smart, because then it eliminates all of that, holding it down and burning it. See how that's stuck into place? Made a pretty little crease to give your hat a whole different look. See, and then what I do is I take this board here, right here. I take one of these boards. Where my little diva go? And I'll take my diva, whichever one I want, right here. I'll take her, glue her to this with Mod Podge. With this, go around, and that's another tutorial if you want one. Want to see it? I glue her to the canvas. Then I'll take my hat. Once I got it glued down, got it made up, and I put my hat on there. Glue that to the canvas. And this is the end result right here. This is what you would get. See? I didn't want to do the whole diva thing because it takes a while to do it. So you position her on the board where you want her. Then you take your hat and position your hat where you want it. A lot of people like to have her face showing, so you can position her hat so that her eyes and stuff show. And this is what you get. This is what you get. You can put her in, you can put this hat anywhere you want, you know, any position that you want, and this is what you get, okay? So for the ones that want to make my hats the way that I do, this is how I do them. I hope that you enjoyed my little tutorial. And I have to admit, I was nervous, but I was glad to see the ones on here that was on here. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions about what I did and how I did this again, you can always inbox me. You can email me at CaseraJackson22@gmail.com. And instant message me. I'm on Facebook. And I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Thanks for joining me. And have a blessed day.